Welcome to the Grovecast, a municipal podcast hosted by the City of Cottage Grove. We're here to demystify city government, make it more accessible, while also showcasing the real human beings who work every day providing services to residents. I am your co-host, Phil Jentz, the city's communications manager.
And I am Emily Schmitz. I'm the community development director here at the city.
Emily, hello.
Hi, Phil.
Welcome. I think this is like the 7th episode.
Yeah. And
Wild.
I couldn't even figure out what my title was there for a minute.
You know what? Here, there are no titles.
Right.
We're just talking.
We're all doing the same thing.
Except that we all tell our titles, and that's all about our jobs, and it turns out I'm completely wrong.
Correct. Either way. And I've been doing something different than I was supposed to be doing. But that's okay. Anyhow.
Well, Emily, our topics to kind of break the ice have always been like food, superpowers. I think we've talked about like traveling. Do you have any, traveling, like do you have any like vacation goals, bucket list places to go see? A superpower, you could snap your finger and you're just there.
You want to know what I want my superpower to be? The ability to stop eating the Reese's pumpkins.
Oh, when it's that time of year.
When it's that time of year, you just want to enough. And the Reese's come out, every season or whatever. But
literally, as we speak, I have a bag of the white chocolate Reese's Ghosts in my freezer.
Good luck to you, Phil.
So every time I walk through the kitchen, which is too often, is gnawing on those things.
So that's my wishful superpower, Phil,
I'll take
today.
that. Can I ditto that?
Absolutely.
To put the Reese's down.
Yes, make better choices.
Well, with us today is none other than the Public Works and Utilities Director, Ryan Burfiend. Ryan, welcome.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Emily. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
Doing good.
What's your guilty pleasure? I mean, ours apparently are Reese's, so what do you got?
You got to be something,
Guilty
Ryan.
pleasure. It would be the Reese's.
It would
good.
be.
Especially when it's like the special Reese's.
Yeah,
They're different.
I know.
Yep.
The
Easter
Christmas
eggs,
trees.
The Christmas trees. the
Better
pumpkins.
ratio.
Oh, yeah.
It is a better ratio. More peanut butter. I
Especially
feel
the
like.
white chocolate ones.
Yeah.
My gosh, they're so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Right. I'm so
Can we
glad.
stop recording? I would like to go get some
I know.
white chocolate
We got to
Reese's.
take
You
a
have some
pause.
with
Please hold. Phil, we waited a long time to have Ryan here.
We did, and I think it's good. I do.
Well, yeah.
Because it's fall.
Yeah. And I'm excited for the people to hear what Ryan does.
True.
On
It's fall.
regular.
We're getting into, for better or worse, that transition season where like the snow is around the corner.
Can we even say that? Look at Ryan just.
You totally can. We just had our snowplow meeting today.
We'll see if they can
Prep for
bleep
the
out the word
season.
snow.
He got a little antsy. But if there's something I do know about Ryan, I think he actually gets excited about the change. The next thing. Summer, has its pros and cons, but you get to the next thing.
I love the seasons. Yep. I love the change. I love winter.
Ryan
Lots
loves,
of snow.
He likes the heat too.
Yep. I like
I'm
the
gonna
heat in
go
the summer.
mountain
He likes it all.
biking
Yeah.
in 95
You're in the right
degree
state.
I
weather.
love Minnesota. Yep. I love Minnesota.
Through and through.
Well, Ryan, beyond the seasons that you love and the changes that you love, as Public Works Director, I think a lot of people maybe generally know what that is, streets and plowing and what have you, but what is it that you do? What is it that you do as Director of Public Works?
So Director of Public Works, that's a great question.
Big question.
Some of it's easy, and maybe talking about what the department does. Obvious one, the streets, right? Making sure our streets are safe for everyone, summer, winter, plowing. And the plowing is the entire department and our parks department. So that's not just a one division kind of deal. That's the entire department working together for that. It's probably one of the most important things we do. Some of the other obvious ones, but very important, utilities. So safe drinking water, water treatment, water distribution, sanitary sewer, street lighting, traffic signals. So really the real basic things that you need at a city, right? But if you don't have those, you don't have a good functioning city. Even public safety can't do their job if they can't get around on the roads. So
Right.
Some
No
other
pressure.
Exactly. Right?
Everything falls in line behind Public Works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not just maintaining it, but building it as well. So engineering division is in Public Works. So they do all the planning, all the construction, reconstruction. When you see roads torn up around town, you can thank our engineering department. I know they do a great job. We take a lot of pride in it. You want to do it in the best way you can, do it the right way, and have those little impact as you can as possible. And a couple other ones that maybe people don't think about is the buildings and all our entire fleet, all the vehicles, right? So we maintain all the vehicles, all of our equipment from chainsaws all the way up to fire trucks, and then maintain all the buildings as well. And then finally, we've got our Public Works admin team, last but not least, just kind of bringing it all together.
They keep you in line.
Making it all happen and keeping everyone in line.
The glue.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Fascinating. And I shouldn't admit this, but so your team does do the maintenance on ambulances and the fire trucks?
So we will do like the vehicle
kidding.
maintenance. So we won't get into like the medical equipment, things like that. That's
Right.
a special vendor.
Right.
Yep. But
But-
if you're doing more of the vehicle maintenance, we
I'm
take
going
care
to
of all
change
that
the
as well.
headlight on the fire truck today.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, those mechanics, they're not
Isn't it
they're not
impressive?
bored. They get to do a
Yeah.
little of everything.
How
They're
cool.
They're the jack of all trades for
Yeah.
sure.
They really are. And I think I've talked to you about this before where like those folks are fixing anything from, like you said, chainsaws
Yep.
all the way up to skid steers and front end loaders and everyday SUVs.
Yep.
Like it's wild. That's a wild skill set to have
Yep, for sure.
and impressive.
I
Yep.
can barely figure out Microsoft Word, Phil. And
I'm shocked
here
that I
they
remembered
are.
the phrase skid
Like,
steer.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. You did a good job.
Ryan, so you just listed a lot of, I'm going to call it responsibility, I think is the word. So I'm curious, and I mean, I kind of know, but how in the world did you end up where you are? Who wakes up one day or, is 18 years old and they're like, I'm going to be a public works director? How does one navigate to that position?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Great
right?
question. So going way back, just real briefly, my mom worked for the city of Red Wing, and she had me job shadow back in high school, the city engineer. And that's my
really?
background initially went to school for civil engineering, went to work for a little while with the U.S. Forest Service up in northern Minnesota in their engineering department, but something very different. And then wanted to get back home closer to family. And this job opened up, and not this job specifically, but a job with the city and in the engineering department, and applied for it and got it and kind of worked my way along. But I grew up on a farm, and I really like to see stuff done every day as well. I love the big projects. I love engineering, but it's really fun to see just work happen every day.
Yeah.
And seeing the crew get stuff done, kind of like I did back in the farming days.
Yeah.
So it was a great transition to become public works director and be more involved with all the different maintenance and everything happening in the city.
That's awesome. And I was going to ask you earlier, like you mentioned like seeing things getting done. There must
Yep.
be a really great sense of pride
Yep.
seeing roads being worked on and
Patched
people's
and- yeah.
like literal lives being improved in front of their homes
Yep.
on a constant basis. Like that's got to be pretty cool.
Yep. No, it is for sure. I kind of joke we're like the offensive line of the city. You think
Yeah.
of football, like if we do our jobs really well, people almost don't
You
really
don't
notice,
notice.
which is
Yeah.
kind of too bad, right? Because I
'Cause
think
they do a lot
the
of
whole
good
team,
work.
they
Yeah.
do great work, and they should get credit for it. When things don't go well, people notice.
Yeah.
I say, I think in Minnesota, people do pay attention to offensive lines.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah. Maybe for the Vikings, it's a little bit more obvious. So, but no,
They're like, no,
it's-
we're watching you. We know.
Yeah.
Exactly. But take a lot of pride in what we do, and I know our whole team takes a lot of pride in what they do, and want to do a great job of it for sure.
Yeah.
So you mentioned, well, a lot of things. I mean, streets, utilities, street lights, fleet maintenance, all that stuff, engineering, planning, that's a lot. So in addition to that, and maybe there isn't anything more, but what's something about your role? Maybe something specific to the director of public works. What's something about your role that people might not know about?
One thing they may not know about. That's a great question.
Besides that you love Reese's, which they just learned.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Personally, there's
It's important just the same, Phil.
Yeah. Maybe one thing that I've had a really big part in, and it's been probably one of my biggest points of pride, is our water treatment. So that obviously that's part of public works, but the whole 3M settlement, right?
Right.
The state getting the money to provide drinking water treatment for the East Metro. I've had the opportunity, and a great opportunity, to be a part of that all the way since 2017, all the way through doing temporary treatment plants when I was more in the engineering group, and then being on what's called 3M settlement working groups, right? So they made a working group of all the different directors, engineers, administrators in the East Metro, and how's the money going to get spent, and how's that going to get divvied up. And then now we're actually building the projects. And I've been very involved in those water treatment plants, and that's been a huge point of pride for me.
Yeah.
We just opened up our first permanent treatment plant, and we're working hard on our second. So
Yeah.
And congratulations.
And truly, congratulations. I was just going to say, I mean, that's almost a decade, Ryan, right,
Yep.
of work. And sometimes in our line of work, it takes that long to bring something to fruition. And so there's certainly pride.
Yep,
as part
for
of that.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, our second treatment plant will be fully done in 2029. So it'll be 12 years when we built our first temporary treatment plant. So
It's impressive.
big chunk of a career for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got the low zone water treatment plant. That's what just opened.
Yep.
The intermediate zone water treatment plant, which is under construction.
Correct. Yep.
Ryan, with all due respect, is the communications guy. We got to brand those differently.
I know. Actually, someone was just trying to say the name this morning in a meeting. An intermediate zone water treatment plant. They're
rolls
pretty
off the tongue,
technical, right? So maybe we'll have to get some.
Can we just A or B? Is that
Just A or B.
You can count on engineers to be difficult. And
I was
going to
say
make it
that-
a really, really long name.
That sounds like a very engineering approach. Like
It
it's water
is.
treatment A, water treatment facility B.
Yeah, they're
right.
so black and white. I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
even stand it.
Yeah.
Let's take it the other direction.
gosh.
Make it as basic as possible.
Right.
So.
I know. But so he hit on one of the things I was going to ask Phil was, a project or something you've worked on, that you're particularly proud of or fond of. But Ryan, you've been involved, like you had mentioned, in your engineering role on a lot of development and growth in this community. Is there another project or something that you worked on, where you can say, and to your point, you watched it happen. It grew in the community and you get to drive by every day.
I think being part of a city like Cottage Grove, that's another reason I've been here 12 years and I'm still here and hopefully not going anywhere, is I like the growth as well. I mean, I take a lot of pride in maintaining what we have, but it's really fun to see the growth. I kind of joke like it's a big version of SimCity, right?
Totally.
As you slowly. When I was a kid,
One of my favorite games growing up.
When I was a kid,
Yeah.
I played SimCity, and
I have wondered what it would be like to play it now
Right,
with the perspective of
knowing
working
what we
for
know.
a city. Yeah.
And that's like the whole city, right? Everyone's involved in growth. The planning department, the building division, everyone has their role. So by no means is it just us in Public Works, but being a part of that is so great to see. And maintaining what we have. I mean, I take a lot of pride in, we had big issues down at East Point in Jamaica, and we spent 2 years, a long project, and that came out much better. And once again, I can't take credit for any of this. It's always a team effort, right? It's a big team to deliver these projects and
Which
and
is
make them go well.
what makes it fun.
Exactly.
In my opinion, and I don't just for the folks listening, community development and engineering we work together.
I was going to say, you two must work a lot together.
Yeah. And so those teams have to work together, and there are multiple other teams too. I shouldn't just say it's just the two of us, but that collaborative effort, in my opinion, is the most exciting part. It's the coolest thing to watch happen when everybody comes together and it works.
So what issues do you not like, Ryan?
What issues do I not like?
Good, tricky question. What's that one thing?
How about the two most common things? Trees and streetlights. So we run our own street lighting system, and that's maybe one thing that's kind of unique to us. Certainly other cities do it, but most cities, Excel Energy runs the street lighting system. We do, and that is a lot of work. So we have around 4,000 streetlights, and when a light is out, you got to get that light fixed, right?
Right.
I mean,
Super
it's
important.
staring there in the face.
You can't miss it.
Super important and very obvious to
Yep.
that point. Yeah,
Yep.
everyone sees it.
Yep. And come fall, this is the time of year where people are going to start seeing it, right? In the summer, it's light out till 10 at night. You don't really notice. And then you get to the fall.
And all of a sudden.
And people start to notice. And with that many streetlights, we can't proactively go in search of them,
pretty
right?
tough
I
to
mean,
keep,
we have a daytime shift. We don't have 24 hours operations. So we rely on the public to report a lot of that. And this is a time of year where we're going to start getting a lot of calls, and my streetlight staff are going to be extra busy.
All over it.
Just a constant maintenance headache, probably, I would imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah. One big thing we've been very curious about, we've talked about with other directors. Truly just your favorite food, Ryan.
Favorite food.
It's your birthday, and your family's like, we're going to take you wherever you want to go, eat whatever you want to eat. What does Ryan choose? I think Pete chose cereal. I'm kidding. He didn't. It was pizza.
He did talk about cereal.
We
though.
did
I don't
talk
know,
about
remember if it was a
cereal.
favorite food or what.
Pete thinks that starting a day with cereal is the best way. I think Ryan might
I do
feel
start
that
my
way
day
too.
with cereal every day.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what kind of cereal?
Cereal, whatever is in the cupboard. Truly,
I don't even look at what the
Not
flavor
picky.
is.
If we run out of it and it's just the kids' Lucky Charms left,
I'll
then
eat it.
so be it. It's
Yeah.
Lucky Charms for
Cereal is
breakfast.
cereal.
Stale, whatever. I'll still eat it.
Yep, but I got to have my cereal. So. No, my favorite thing. I think Phil's heard this maybe
Has
on
he?
a previous one is tacos.
Oh, we did talk about this.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
In a video.
Definitely tacos.
Beef, chicken,
Any
doesn't
kind,
matter.
Any kind.
Don't care.
You go to one of those
Yep.
places where they just have like 30 different kinds of tacos.
That's Ryan's
I can
place.
eat there every day.
Yep.
Have you ever been to
Got
like
it.
a pretty authentic taqueria
Yes.
or anything like that?
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
some next level
Yes.
taco stuff.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't beat it.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay.
So maybe Public
Right.
Works and community development team up on a taqueria, local taco place in Cottage Grove.
Listen, we could
Bring one to town.
We could start a business venture. I don't know how successful we'd be, Phil, but it'd be planned and engineered quite well.
Really well planned and really well
I don't
engineered.
know how it operates. But
Taco restaurant A.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Curious, your best trip or adventure that you appreciate going on the most?
So our favorite thing to do as a family is see national parks. So we've got a thing up on the wall, a map where you scratch them off when you get there. And our goal is to see every national park with me and my wife and my 2 daughters.
Nice.
So,
That's awesome.
as a group, we've seen 18 now. So we have a long ways to go.
Yeah, but
How many are there? Do you know?
It's over 60. I believe
Okay.
it's like
You got
65.
18?
Yep, we've
Well,
got
that's not
18.
bad.
So, that's our number one
Yeah.
favorite thing. And my favorite area, but my kids haven't been to, but we're going to take them there in 2 years, is like that Utah area, Moab and Arches
Yeah.
National Park and
Arches is
Zion,
fun.
and
Yeah.
really getting out there and doing some really fun hiking
Just
off the beaten path. So.
see
Yep.
the things you don't get in Minnesota. It's
Yep.
beautiful here, but you got to go out to see all the other.
Yep, exactly.
You bring your bikes out there? Because you like to cycle too, right?
We do. Yep. So like there we would. And obviously you can't go mountain biking in national parks, but you go to Moab, it's like the mountain biking capital of the United States. And yep, my whole family, it's been pretty nice. They're all getting into it with me now. So
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Team
Favorite
effort.
national park so far?
Favorite national park individual is Yosemite for sure.
Okay.
Me and my brother went there back in 2012 and we hiked up to the top of Half Dome, did the cables all the way to the top. And it was like a 12-hour hike. It was just
Incredible.
the most
Holy
like
cow.
amazing thing I'd ever done. So,
Memorable.
and it's quite like, I love a good thrill. I love heights. I just want to scare myself. It's my favorite thing to do. I want to go up there with my daughters. My wife's like, well, maybe
You
we'll.
know, can we just wait a couple of years, Ryan?
It's a pretty intense hike, and you
Yeah.
get to the top, and you are way up there
Yeah.
and very exposed. So,
But what an awesome experience.
that's like my bucket list. I did that before I had kids, and when they get a little older and a little more
Bring 'em along.
capable, we're gonna go to the top
Right.
of Half Dome
Heck yeah.
together for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
yeah.
awesome.
We'll have to have you back on after you do that.
Happy
Yeah,
to
it'll
do
just
it.
be it'll be a second Ryan show.
right.
You can tell us about his
Just talk
crazy
about Ryan's
adventure.
trip to-
yeah, exactly.
Well, Ryan, that is it. It's all the time that we have. It goes by fast, but we do really appreciate it. Clearly, as we've discussed, you have a heck of a lot that you're responsible for, that you do. And so we appreciate the time that you've given us to learn a little bit about that. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening. This has been the Grovecast, a City of Cottage Grove municipal podcast. You can catch episodes monthly, and to listen or download, find us at CottageGroveMN.gov/thegrovecast or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you to True Lens Community Media for producing the Grovecast, and stay tuned for our next episodes where we'll move on to other departments, city services, or other topics. Thanks for listening.